as he came in last week after Brock McCoy went down on the first play with a injured ankle. He only rushed the ball 22 times for 151 yards. So a pretty good debut for Markevius Pickett. He's rushed for 202 yards on the season in 33 carries. And the quarterback last week, 10 of game tonight also in conference is El Dorado at Cersei. That will have some big implications on the playoff picture and future games for Jonesboro, too. Next week, the Hurricane will be at home against Sylvan Hills in the following. Jonesboro moving from left to right. Ball is taken by J.P. Pickens at the 11-yard line. Gets across the 20, then hit hard. Loss of football. It's loose on the deck. Jonesboro gets it back. Boy, that is not the way you want to start a game, coughing it up on the first play. Luckily for the Hurricane, they get it back, and they'll have the ball at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Here comes that high-powered offense of the Hurricane, led by Riker Acepo. Cersei gets into shootouts, and this could be Jonesboro. 43-yard touchdown pass. Hurricane on the board first. Tennyson Roscoe on for the point after. It's up, and it's good. 10:15 to go in the first quarter. Hurricane on top, 7-0. This is Hurricane Football on the EAB Sports Network. Here comes that offense with D.D. Johnson in the backfield, along with Clyde Tingler, the senior quarterback. Can't tell, I got players in the way. No, it's Kevon Williams for the first. Now back at the 43-yard line. They've had one touchdown pass from there. Let's go for two. Twins to either side. Wide side is the right. Pickett in the backfield with Acepo, who will hand it to Pickett, looking for blockers, finds them and gets all the way down to the 35-yard line. Good gain of 10 yards, or close to it. Third and a long 6 for Jonesboro. Don't forget you can watch the streaming audio of this at YouTube, JHS The Warning. And thank you so much to the students at Jonesboro High School for getting our radio broadcast on the air tonight. We're having problems down here, and they were aces and get us on. Trips to the right side, single left, going to throw it underneath, completes, and Jesse Washington gets a first down. Move those chains, first down Jonesboro. Boy, Jesse has really been a fine addition to this football program. Came in tonight with 34 catches, 446 yards. Second on the team behind Kevon Pointer, waving off the flag. Move the chains. First down Jonesboro at the 25-yard line. Latrell Brown in the game. He splits out to the left side in the slot all the way out to the left. Another receiver to the short right side is Jesse Washington. Acepo in the shotgun. Tennyson Roscoe on for the point after. It's good. Jonesboro on top, 14-0. This is Hurricane Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Evolve Bank and Trust is your local source for home and business loans. Evolve Bank and Trust is making banking personal again with our friendly customer service and fast turnaround times. Your hometown bank for more than 90 years. Evolve Bank and Trust dedicated staff can help you realize the dream of owning a home or help grow your small business with confidence. For more information, visit our office at 111 East Huntington, Suite A in Jonesboro, or call 870-933-2480. That's 870-933-2480. Or check us online at getevolved.com. Evolve Bank and Trust, equal housing lender.
Back at Lions Stadium, 14-0 Jonesboro with 6:24 to go in the first quarter. Already 2 scores. Jesse Washington, a 43-yard touchdown pass from Riker Acepo, and Markevius Pickett just ran it in from 9 yards, his first touchdown of the year. And Hurricane enjoying this 14-point advantage. 1 turnover for Cersei was very costly. Here's Roscoe chasing the return man back to the 3. To the 10, 15. Coming to the left, 20. Now it's going to be gang tackled about the 22. There's about 8 white. Jamarion Thomas giving forward progress to the 43. Second and 11 yardage, but ran him down and finished off the tackle. Three receivers out to the right side. 1 short left for Tingler. Though it's across the middle, complete. And I mean, he's going to be really close to the mark. Real close, like past the mark. First down, Cersei at the 44-yard line. Nice catch. And on his knees, making the grab. Turn for a better spot. They spot it where his knees hit, but that was enough for the first down. Daniel Perry's going to split out to the left side. 2 receivers to either side for Cersei. Tingler backs up in the shotgun. D.D. Johnson to his right shoulder. He hasn't touched the ball yet to run it. They stack the receivers on either side. Tingler again looking down the middle. Has a man. Oh, it's right off his hands. Incomplete. Oh, my. That was a touchdown. He had beaten J.P. Pickens. But he just couldn't get it in. 2nd and 10. But the receivers of Cersei finding themselves open downfield. Tingler again in the shotgun. Twins to either side. Ball close to the right hash. He'll take the snap. A really tough opponent for Jonesboro in the last couple of years, and no exception next week. Kickoff will be at 7, pregame at 6:30. Scoreboard show at 6. That's next Friday night right here on the Ticket, Jonesboro and Sylvan Hills. Now they're going to go for it. 3 receivers out to the left. 2 stacked in right. D.D. Johnson to the right shoulder of Tingler. Cersei going for it on 4th and goal from the 6. Looking for the end zone. Tingler lobs it up, and it's knocked down. Good defense. Call it incomplete, and Jonesboro takes over on downs. That was Carter Reese Long, the linebacker, knocking down that play. And we got a flag now thrown. I believe we're going to have a celebration penalty on Jonesboro. The Hurricane will still get the football, but it's going to move them back, or they may be waving it off. One of the referees indicated he was going to wave it off. Okay, they're going to call unsportsmanlike conduct after the play. It'd be half the distance to the goal penalty. Jonesboro will start at their 3-yard line, but Cersei denied any points. Jonesboro let them move it down the field, but got very stingy when they got inside the 10-yard line and stiffened up that defense. So here comes the Hurricane offense, 1st and 10 from the 3. Ball's going to be on the left hash. Twins out to the wide right side, short to the left. It's Kevon Pointer. Now we're ready to go. Riker Acepo. Going to give it to Markevius Pickett. He runs his way from right to left. Jonesboro lead 33 seconds to go in the first quarter here from Lions Stadium in Searcy, Arkansas. Glad to have you with us on this beautiful Friday evening of not much wind at all, very pleasant temperatures, and good football on the field. Twins to the right, single to the left. Pickett again. He's going to turn not much into some pretty positive yards as he gets his way down to the 11, maybe even the 12. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Jonesboro. Markevius Pickett, what a surprise he has been. What a pleasant surprise he's been. And that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. Jonesboro on top, 14-0. This is Hurricane Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Jonesboro Overhead Doors and Tri-County Garage Doors. With over 40 years of service, Jonesboro Overhead Doors and Tri-County Garage Doors is your first call for commercial, industrial, and residential overhead and garage doors. Come see us at 925 East Parker Road or give us a call at 870-932-6891. Good luck to all the team from Jonesboro Overhead Doors and Tri-County Garage Doors.
Back at Lions Stadium, 14-0. First quarter lead for Jonesboro as we move to the second quarter. Hurricane gave up some yards on the last drive by Cersei, but got real stingy as they got inside the red zone and ultra stingy as they got inside the 10. Turned them away on downs, and now they had the football moving it. They have 3rd and 1 from their 12, need to get to the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense. Riker Acepo's been nothing but spectacular tonight. Long touchdown pass, engineering an offense on the second drive. Now trying to go 3 for 3 in drives. 2 receivers split out to the wide right side this time. Ball's on the left hash as they switch ends, and Jonesboro moving from right to left. I don't believe he got it. Boy, he's going to be real close. And it's going to be 4th down. Boy, about a football and a half shy of the mark. And Hurricane fans yelling the spot was horrible. They're not going to measure, and Randy Coleman's going to send the punt unit out. I think. Well, maybe not. They started onto the field, then they came off. Now here they come. Yeah, you don't want to take a chance on this. You're up 14-0. Just use Tennyson Roscoe's leg to make them drive a little bit longer at least. Roscoe averaging 35 yards a kick. He hangs them high. Doesn't go extremely long, but very efficient punter. Snap gets back to him. He's going to punch this one out, a line drive kick that will hit to take a big bounce for Jonesboro, and that's going to be a good roll for Jonesboro across midfield to the 45-yard line. That's where Cersei will start 1st and 10. So a short drive for Jonesboro. Now here come the denied last drive, trying to punch it in again. So we're just underway here in the second quarter. Hurricane up 14-0. Sorry for the lateness of getting on tonight. We just had some technical difficulties this evening, but seem to be going good now. Knock on wood, we'll be good to go the rest of the night. Get the streaming set up down the press box as Cersei comes to work with twins to either side. D.D. Johnson just tries to find a seam. Boy, they're really clogging that middle, but Johnson makes nothing into something. 4-yard gain down to 49-yard line of Cersei. 2nd and 6 for the Lions. Andre Reed on the tackle for Jonesboro. Reed came in with 47 tackles, leads the team in tackles for losses with 10, sacks with 5, and has 2 picks on the year, along with Again, 47 tackles for the 5'11", 165-pound senior. Twins to either side. High snap. That's going to be procedure penalty. I think Tingler wasn't really ready for that yet. That'll cost them 5 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 11 now for Cersei. So move it back to the 44-yard line. Jonesboro's going to man up on the widest outs to either side. Cover 2. Tingler sends Johnson to his right side. On the left, he can't find anywhere to go, and this time he's going to be wrapped up and dropped. Another tackle for a loss out there to the right side. Brings up 3rd and 14. I believe it was Xavier McCray, who got that tackle for a loss. 3rd and 15. From the 41-yard line of Cersei, have to get to Jonesboro's 45. Twins to either side again for Tingler. Under pressure, throws a little screen out, complete, but fighting for yardage is 4 yards shy. He caught it at the 47, but retreated, trying to get the extra space, and lost a couple of yards from there, so it's 4th and 4, and here comes the punt unit for Cersei. And Tingler will back up. He's the punter for the Lions, which is always dangerous when you're see Washington, John Paul Pickett, go deep for Jonesboro. 9:02 to go and running. Jonesboro up 14-0, and timeout called by the Hurricane. Time on the field with 8 minutes, 58 seconds to go in the second quarter. Hurricane on top, 14-0. You're listening to Jonesboro High School football on the EAB Sports Network.
Attention members and guests.
J-Town's Grill is once again a proud supporter of the A-State Red Wolves. Make J-Town's Grill your after-game destination to celebrate another Red Wolves victory. And don't forget to come back for Sunday brunch and catch the NFL games on the big screens at J-Town's. Everything from appetizers, salads and sandwiches to burgers and wraps, all at J-Town's Grill, with indoor and outdoor seating and live music. J-Town's Grill on
middle. They're going to say just shy of the 25. That's about the right spot. There were about 6 Lion black jerseys on top of him. Eric Hernandez first. Twins to either side again. Jumping is Cersei, and that's going to cost them 5 yards, and, well, maybe not. He may have been drawn. That's what the Lions are proclaiming, and Jonesboro throwing their hands up like we really didn't move, but they're going to call it on us. He's going to have to run it. He slides down at the 26. Going to be 3rd and 12. Close to 13. Arkevius Pickett back in the game. It's Kevon Williams that was out there that time. Twins trips go out to the right side. Single stays left. Ball on the left hash. Ace Bow trying to set up that screw that will hit a Hurricane at the 36-yard line, and that's where Cersei will get it from 10. $37 is where they'll mark it. With 6:05 to go in the first half. Coming up in the St. Bernard's halftime show, we are either going to give you the interview with Randy Coleman that we were supposed to have prior to the game, or we'll send it back to Lyndon Smith for scores from around the state. 3 receivers out to the right side are going to set up a wide receiver screen. Getting around the hold that wasn't called. Flag finally comes out. You can still hear some people shouting out there with their comments for the officials. You can't hear much else. 1, 2, 3 receiver split to the wide left side. One in short, tight right. That's Harley Sawtell. Tingler in the gun. D.D. Johnson to his right shoulder. Going to give it to Johnson. He just can't find anything at all out there tonight. He's stacked up. 1 yard gain. Will Thayer the first to hit him. Boy, Will plays good off that bench. Talented junior linebacker in this Hurricane defense. 2nd and 14 now. Again, trips out to the left side. Sawtell, short right. Trying to draw Jonesboro, won't. Now gets the call from the side. Jonesboro steps up in cover 3. Or, excuse me, cover 2. Tingler underneath. Pass complete. Flag comes out. It's going to be a face mask on Thayer. Fans are saying it was his jersey, but his head kind of moved around and looked pretty suspect here. Another waving off the flag, so no flag. The play will be as is at the 42-yard line. Cersei, 3rd down and about 5. Hurricane fans love that one. Cersei fans not happy right now. Again, Jonesboro cover 2. Tingler will send 3 receivers to the right, 1 shorter left. Ball's inside the left hash. Fakes it to Johnson. Pressure up the middle. Going to throw it out. And it's picked off by Andre Reed. Andre still on his feet. He may take this the distance. Interception, Andre Reed. And he got flag in the middle of the field. Let's see what that one is. Tyler George doing his hunchback walk down the sideline. That indicates it's probably against Jonesboro. Going to say a hold out there on Carter Reese Long. It has to be, if it's on him, it's got to be during the return. Maybe not. The penalty is against Jonesboro. It's going to give Cersei a 1st down to the 46-yard line. No explanation given. Chain movement is all I needed to see. 1st and 10, Cersei at the 46-yard line. 4:18 to go until half. Jonesboro ahead, 14-0, and that was close to pick 6 for Andre Reed. Tingler again, setting up a screen. Almost picked off again. Carter Reese Long couldn't get his mitts on it. Pass was intended for Caleb Cunningham. On the incompletion, the clock stops with 4:13 to go in the first half. Twins to either side. Johnson had a tough night tonight thus far. He's setting up to block for Tingler, looking for a big play. Knockdown. He's going to stay in the game. Third down penalty against Cersei declined by Jonesboro. 3rd and 10. Turning into a long first half on all the pass plays. Sawtell will come to the right lone side, trips out to the left. Tingler with Johnson to his left. 3rd and 10. There's movement, no flag. Tingler downfield, caught, first down, Cersei. And more. Run out of bounds around the 30. That's where they'll spot it. number 4, Caleb Cunningham on the catch for the Cersei first down. A lot of movement on that play, but no flag. Twins to either side for Cersei as they set up on the left hash. 3:50 and running to go. 14-0 Jonesboro lead. Hurricane will kick it to Cersei to start the second half. So they really need to keep him out of the end zone. TD Johnson just tries to find a seam, finds somewhat of one. Yeah, they're going to say move the chains. 1st and 10 at around the 19-yard line of Jonesboro with 2:58 to go in the first half. Hurricane up 14-0, but again, Cersei driving the football. Daniel Perry and Sawtell will stack on the wide right side. Do the same on the left side for Zach Clark's Cersei offense. Tingler looking left, still looking left, still looking left. Now runs and fumbles the football, and he got it back at the 15-yard line. That's going to be a net gain of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Cersei. Now they're going to spot it at the 15. Clock running, 2:28 to go. 2 timeouts each. 9 on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry. Tingler with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They don't get it off. They call a timeout just as the clock expires. So timeout by Cersei with 2:08 to go. They trail Jonesboro 14-0 on the EAB Sports Network.
First Community Bank believes that community is everything. Our promise to stand by our customers is important in the good times, but even more important in the hard times too. As economic recovery begins, we want you to know that we are here for you. We will keep loaning money, financing homes, helping small business, and supporting this community. Banking local is more important than ever. We invite you to make the switch to First Community Bank, your local community bank.
First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. Offer of credit subject to credit approval.
Bud Schrobel back at our NEA Baptist broadcast position in the visitors' press box here at Lions Stadium in Cersei. Jonesboro leading the Lions 14-0, but Cersei at their 15-yard line will have a 2nd and 6 coming up as they try to get something in here before halftime. Hurricanes scored on their first 2 drives of the night, but other than what looked to be a pick 6 that a penalty denied that play, they really haven't gotten close to the end zone. Second and 6, ball on the left hash, Twins to either side. TD Johnson. Pass across the middle, complete. And ball comes out! I'm going to say the ground calls the fumble, saying he was down at the 2. Reed Miles. It's a 1st and goal now for Cersei as the goal line defense comes in for Jonesboro. Tingler. Line up in an offset eye with Johnson out in the shotgun. They're going to give it to Johnson. He's going to blast up the middle. He stretches it, and he gets into the end zone for the score. So Cersei on the board with 1:37 to go. It's D.D. Johnson. Scores his first rushing touchdown of the night. Allsperger on for the point after. Timothy Allsperger, a senior. Tingler gets kicked down. It's blocked. So they deny at least one of those 7 points available, and Jonesboro leads Cersei 14-6. This is Hurricane Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Empower, high-speed internet for your neck of the woods, delivered by Craighead Electric. Empower is local. Empower is reliable. Empower is affordable. Empower is super fast broadband. Empower is customer service that puts you in power. We are here for you. 870-336-0999. Empower, bringing you the information you need more quickly and conveniently than ever before. We are Empower, delivered by Craighead Electric. Call and talk to us today at 870-336-0999. High-speed internet from Empower. Internet for your neck of the woods.
Bud Schropel back at our NEA Baptist broadcast position. Cersei gets on the board on a 2-yard touchdown run by D.D. Johnson. Extra point was blocked. It's 14-6. Jonesboro has 2 timeouts they've saved for this final drive. And this is a big drive for Jonesboro, too, because Cersei gets the ball to start the third quarter. So you kind of want to keep a couple of scores up. Here's Olsberger to kick. And it's Ty Ruffin from the 20 to the 30, and that's it. 10-yard return. Jonesboro ball, 1st and 10. Actually, that was Jack Cheatham on the return. Braden Oliver on the tackle for Cersei. .131 to go. 2 receivers stay short left, 2 flank out to the wide right side. Washington in the boundary. On the right side, Acepo. Throwing it, completing it to Kevon Pointer, Ty Ruffin. He steps out at the 43-yard line, stops the clock, and moves the chains. 1st down, Jonesboro. At their 43-yard line. Nice pass again from Riker Acepo. He's only had 23 incompletions since conference play started before these games tonight. Here's a short pass complete again to Ruffin. He's out of bounds. At the 46 of Cersei, move the chains again. 1st down, Jonesboro. 1:22 to go with a couple of timeouts still in their pocket. Ball's on the left hash. Twins right, Twins left. Acepo in the gun, throwing all the way. Downfield, incomplete. Drake Taylor, the intended receiver, he was covered by Wade Harris, safety. Stops the clock with 1:16 to go. Boy, Acepo had all day, too. I mean, he was in a very protected pocket. Ruffin's going to be H-back on the right side this time. Twins stay tight in left. Wide out to the right side is Washington. Short pass underneath to Kevon Pointer. He makes a move. Still on his feet, out of bounds. 40-yard line. Great 2nd, 3rd, and 4th effort for Kevon Pointer. Finally taken out by number 20, Wade Harris. 3rd and 4 for Jonesboro with 1:08 to go in the first half. Up 14-6. Acepo again with twins to the right, single to the left. That's Pointer. Still those 2 timeouts in Jonesboro's possession. Throwing again, Acepo. Downfield. Man is open at the 15 to the 10 to the 5. Here's Tennyson Roscoe. 27 of 30 coming in tonight, 2 for 2 so far tonight. Now 3 of 3, and Hurricane up 27-6 or 21-6. This is Hurricane Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Tucker's Appliance Superstore in Jonesboro is by far the largest appliance showroom in Northeast Arkansas, which means more selections than ever before. Right now, a new shipment of name brand in-the-box inventory has just arrived at Tucker's. Come check it out. Tucker's also offers full factory warranties, free local delivery, and financing at 0% interest. Shop Tucker's Appliance Superstore now at 923 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
Tucker's Appliance.
And, folks, that was the Domino's Pizza delivery of the game. The 2-yard run for Markevius Pickett to put Jonesboro back up 2 scores and deny Cersei from tying this game as they get the kick to open the third quarter. The Domino's Pizza delivery of the game. Make game night better by ordering online at Domino's.com or from the Domino's app. The 2-yard touchdown run by Markevius Pickett, and a lot of Domino's delivery during that drive with some nice pass catch by Ty Ruffin, including that last one of 40 yards to get Jonesboro first and goal from the 2. This kick is fielded at the 5, going to take it all the way across the field by the Cersei. First and 10 from there with 30 seconds to go in the first half. Jonesboro up 20-6, and we got a hurricane down. He'll be helped up. That was John Paul Pickens. I tell you, he's out there at everything. Returning kicks, covering kicks, covering punts, returning punts, playing great safety. Been offered by Arkansas State. Hope he stays right here in Jonesboro. Trips out to the right side, single to the left, ball on the left hash. For Tingler, the quarterback, is going to give it to D.D. Johnson, trying to get outside, and will be taken out of bounds. He works his way forward to about the 28-yard line. It'll be a 6-yard gain and stops the clock with 25 seconds to go. Taken out by Jack Cheatham and company over there on the right side. Look at it at Jonesboro's way. Cover 2. Tingler rolls to the right side. He's going to keep the football and will step out of bounds after getting the first down. He just kept away from the defense, looking for a receiver. Good coverage downfield. John Paul Pickens tapping Will Thayer on the head, saying that's the way to put the pressure on him. But it is a first down for Cersei at the 36-yard line with 18 seconds to go. Tingler again in the shotgun. Going to cover 2 on the right side. Pressure up the middle. A little lob pass to D.D. Johnson. Makes the catch, spins. This time he goes nowhere. In fact, he may have lost a yard. 3 Hurricane on the tackle. Will Thayer, one of them. Xavier McCray, the other. And Elijah Faulkner. And that's the half. Jonesboro on top. 21-6 as Cersei goes to the locker room and tries to dial something up for the second half. When we come back to St. Bernard's halftime show, we'll recap the scoring and tell you more about what's going on here in Cersei. Jonesboro leads at 21-6 on the EAB Sports Network.
The employees of Alexander's Machine Shop, Jimmy, Kim, Jordan, and Zachary Alexander, along with Tim, Ashley, Max, Emma, and Kate Hogger, all wish Jonesboro High School a very successful athletic season. Alexander Machine Shop is always there to answer any metal questions or problems that you may have. Come by the shop at 1201 East Johnson or call them at 935-6405. That's 935-6405. Go Golden Hurricane!
What a horrible call! What's the matter with you, ref? You seriously need some glasses.
Honey, that's the mascot.
Oh, guess I need glasses too.
Elite Eye Care can help fans and officials alike. 1000 Windover Road in Jonesboro and 1515 West Kings Highway in Paragould. Schedule today at EliteEyeCareAndOptical.com or call 972-6040. That's 972-6040. Elite Eye Care. Your vision is our focus.
It's a mix and match special now at Jonesboro area Domino's Pizzas. Choose any two for $5.99 each, like a medium 2-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, an oven-baked sandwich, salad, bread twist, marbled brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for your whole gang. The mix and match special. Get any two for only $5.99 each at your Jonesboro area Domino's Pizzas.
You've been told banks with branches don't have the digital capabilities you need. But why not have the best of both worlds? At First National Bank, we have all the online banking tools you could ever need. Plus, if you need something, we have real people in real places near you. Digital, with branches and real people. We know you can't be everywhere at once, but we can be anywhere you are. Check it, snap it, track it, pay it, move it, and ask it anywhere. First National Bank, putting you first, always.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Bud Schropel back at halftime here at Lions Stadium in Cersei. Jonesboro on top 21-6. Got on the board early tonight with Riker Acepo, a 43-yard touchdown pass to Jesse Washington. Tennyson Roscoe's point after made it 7-0 really fast for Jonesboro. Came back after a turnover at the 47-yard line by Cersei. Drove the ball downfield, and Markevius Pickett ran it in from 9 yards. Extra point where Roscoe was good. It was 14-0 before you knew it for Jonesboro. Then everything just kind of went silent for a while. No more scoring in the first quarter. Went deep into the second quarter where D.D. Johnson finally ran in the first points for Cersei, a 2-yard run. The extra point was blocked, and the score was 14-6. Jonesboro on top. Jonesboro got the ball back with about a minute and a half to go in the first half and engineered a beautiful drive downfield. Several passes from Riker Acepo to Ty Ruffin. Last one, 43 yards, getting it down to the 2-yard line, and Markevius Pickett ran it in from there to extend the lead to 21-6 Jonesboro, and that's where we are at half as the cheerleading unit, dance team out for Cersei on the field. Really love this part because that's what my daughter does at Valley View Junior High, and I really have gotten back into dancing and cheerleading. It's really fun to watch. Those girls really work hard as they perform here at halftime at Cersei, Arkansas. Jonesboro on top of Cersei 21-6. We'll send it back to the studios. You're listening to Jonesboro High School football on the EAB Sports Network.
Last year we were duck hunting in a pit. If you've ever hunted a duck pit, you know someone's responsible for pulling the top back before you shoot. A duck came over. We said, Danny, a good friend of mine, shoot that duck. Whoever's responsible for pulling the cover back didn't pull it back far enough. Danny hit his head hard. You don't get much sympathy duck hunting. After a long silence, Kelly said, Danny, did you bend that steel top? There were several comments later. Glenn sang, and God bless our troops.
Guys, if you haven't made it into Orville's men's store, then you're missing out. They're the only store in town to exclusively carry brands like Barber, Duckhead, Strong Suit, Tommy Bahama, and Vineyard Vines. Orville's has everything a guy needs, from daily workwear to a big night out on the town. Orville's will have you looking more stylish and feeling more confident than ever before. So make your way to Orville's men's store at 2612 East Nettleton next to Steamroller Blues in Jonesboro and show off your stash. Shop online at orvillesms.com.
It's football time at Wings to Go. That means all the TVs watching the games, all the wings will be hot and flavorful, all the food will be good. It is time to come to Wings to Go. We've weathered the storm. It's almost over. Things are getting better, and we can't wait to see you at Wings to Go. Sports, wings, football, life is great at Wings to Go, both locations.
See Placid Tire Service for the right tire at the right price right now. Placid Tire Service is the area's biggest selection of in-stock tires at the lowest price. While others are searching for tires to order, we'll get you fixed up with a great set of tires and back on the road in no time with our 4 tires, 1 hour guarantee. Plus, we make the purchase easy on your budget with our Placid Tire Service card or no credit needed financing options. For the right tire at the right price right now, the choice is easy. That's Placid Tire Service.
Welcome back to the pregame show here at the Lions Stadium in Searcy, Arkansas, and the First National Bank pregame show. We're sitting in our NEA Baptist broadcast position and getting ready for the Alexander's Machine Shop pregame visit with head coach Randy Coleman of the Jonesboro Golden Hurricane. And, Coach, another win, another mercy rule. I mean, you guys are making this look pretty darn easy.
It doesn't feel easy. It's just we've played really good football lately. I think we hadn't turned it over. Knock on wood. Defense is playing lights out. Riker and crew have been playing extremely well. Offensive line just steadily improves. So it's been fun.
There's not a difference between the spotlight on offense and defense. They're both playing exceptional football.
Yeah, they really are. They really are, and they're playing. They're real. There's a synergy between the two. Like when one needs the other to kind of step up, the other steps up, and it's just been a real nice. It's been a real nice pairing, and special teams has played well also. So it's been a lot of fun. I mean, I tell you, and I said this probably the last 2 weeks, but practice is a lot of fun, and they're so competitive in practice, and I think that makes us better on Friday nights.
And I told you last week in the postgame show that I feel like I'm watching something special unfold before my eyes.
Well, I mean, that's yet to be determined, but it sure is fun to come to work every day and be around these guys.
You must have had a crystal ball around you last week, because you talked about Markevius Pickett in our interview last week, and then lo and behold, at first play of the game, Brock McCoy goes out, Markevius Pickett comes in, and he only rushes for 151 yards and 22 carries.
Yeah, well, he's been playing. I mean, he's been dominating JV football games, and so we knew that he was playing really well. We were going to work him in anyway, and then unfortunately Brock got hurt, but he came in and played really, really well. And one thing that's been great about Markevius is he's real steady. And real quiet and just he's kind of one of those guys that just punches the clock every day and takes care of his business. And he's been kind of that, we were thinking, well, he's that between the tackles kind of guy. I think he can go in there and get you, 4 or 5 carries a game and get maybe, 15, 20 yards of short yardage kind of stuff. But he has really showed a burst and a lot of speed in the JV games, and like I said, just dominated JV games, and so we needed to get him in there, and he catches the ball well. He's smart. He's good in pass protection, so it's been fun to see him grow.
He gets to the edge extremely fast, and then like he's cutting on a dime.
Yeah, he's really got exceptional feet. And like I said, just the burst and the speed that he's shown was something we knew he had a little bit, but I don't think we knew he had that kind of speed. So it's been fun to watch.
I know you mentioned him as a clock puncher. I think you might be able to say that about this entire football team. Yeah. Clock punchers.
Yeah. They're the old kind of show up with your hard hat and your lunchbox, and nobody seeks attention. Nobody is trying to outdo anybody. They're all just trying to do their part, and they get along really well. They compete against each other in practice in a good way. Just a lot of fun.
I know last couple of weeks we've been surprised with some things people have been saying about how easily it was going to be to beat Pine Bluff. Yeah. You were taken back by that. Last week I was taken back that Jonesboro would beat West Memphis so easily, but I really was taken back with how easily it looked to be from the press box on dominating a West Memphis football team.
Yeah, and with the first group in there, they scored on every possession, and just to hold them out of the end zone, it's almost impossible to do anymore with the way offenses are. A big kind of series was I think in the second quarter. They got a long pass. They threw to the tight end out of the backfield, and John Paul chased him down and knocked him out of bounds inside the 10, and then the defense stiffened and held him out of the end zone, and that was big. And that's one of Coach George's goals every week is to not let them score. or 0 touchdowns. You know, if they settle for field goals, we could live with that. But and it's just hard to do. And but so it was fun to watch. And you know, we'd gotten close a couple other times. You know, by you know, with the first group keeping them out of the end zone, but then, you know, Sheridan scored late on the second group, and then, you know, Pine Bluff scored on the kick return. So it's nice looking over there and seeing that 0 on the scoreboard.
Not giving up very many points here since conference play has begun.
No, really has played well. And again, I think, you know, even though we lose 2 or 3 to start the season, I think those games were big because they showed us that we're not perfect. They showed us some things that we do really well, and they showed us more than anything a lot of things that we needed to work on. And so that is you know, that has been a recipe for a lot of success in conference play.
I like to try to single out a different player every week, one that we may not normally talk about. Talk about Riker a lot, talk about the receivers a lot, talk about Brock a lot. But Andre Reed, defensively, that young man has really tuned up a pretty good game from last year, but he's at another level this year.
Yeah, he has played outstanding football. Almost the level of football where you say if they come to his side, and really either run or pass, he's going to take care of business. And it's been really fun because, you know, Carter Reese Long has played really well too, and with those guys kind of bookending the defense, it's been fun to watch. But Andre, you know, if you go back to the El Dorado game, really put on a defensive show. You know, he had 3 sacks. You know, he's had a pick 6 this year. He's really kind of a hybrid player. You know, and he plays our stinger, which is kind of like you know, in college and pros, like that nickel backer that's almost like a safety playing linebacker, and he really has those skills where he could cover in the passing game. And has really good ball skills, but is an outstanding tackler as well. And, you know, can get after the quarterback if needed.
Andre, Carter Reese, the entire defense probably going to have their toughest test this week because you're playing a Zach Clark team that loves offense and are very talented on the offensive side of the football.
Yeah, they've really got some dynamic players on offense. You know, the running back has over 1,400 yards. Already, you know, has gone over the 300-yard mark, I think, twice. And then, you know, Daniel Perry was the running back last year, and they've moved him to receiver, and he's really a good player. You'll see him in the backfield some, but he's a really good player. Then they have another kid, I think his name's Reed Miles, who plays in the slot, and he's got 11 touchdown catches. So he's very, very good. And then the quarterback, Tingler's his last name. He's a good player, and he's got experience. You know, he's been the quarterback for a couple of years now. So they're very, very good. And then, you know, to top it off, they're big up front. They had a really talented sophomore tight end last year. They've moved him to tackle, and he's an outstanding football player. So it's definitely going to be our biggest test, but you know, our guys are excited about the challenge, and you know, we talked about it this week, and when, you know, we brought up that kid's leading the state in rushing, and they're fired up about it, and they're, you know, I think they're going to play with a lot of emotion. Now, you know, are they going to have some plays? Yes, but we just got to keep it to a minimum.
I think you've already given some keys to victory tonight, but a keys to victory for a team that's just 2 years removed from winning a state championship.
Yeah. Well, you know, number one, like always, we got to take care of the football. We've been on a good little run of taking care of the football. We got to continue that offensively, because when we take care of the football, we're pretty dynamic offensively. Defensively, we gotta limit explosive plays. You know, like I said, they're gonna get a couple maybe, but we need to keep that number very, very small. And then special teams, we gotta win field position, and that's one thing that Coach Mims really harps on every week is trying to get his he wants to start the other team's possessions inside their 30 and start our possessions outside the 30. And if we can do that, then you can flip field if you need to on punts. But it also gets you in that 4-down territory because we're going to go for it if we're close to midfield. One, because we have a lot of faith in our defense, but two, we have confidence in our offense. So, if we can do those things, it should be an exciting football game.
Thanks for the visit.
Thank you, bud.
Randy Coleman in the pregame show, back with the starters for the Lions and the Hurricane as you're listening to Jonesboro High School football on the EAB Sports Network.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document systems dealer in Jonesboro. That's right, since 1965, Forrest Office Machines has provided dependable office equipment and reliable service. We follow the equipment journey through all kinds of changes and developments, always on the cutting edge, whatever that is. And our partnership with Sharp document systems means we offer the very latest, most dependable equipment. And Forrest is the only office equipment dealer that when you need supplies, you can walk in our store and get it. And when you need it fixed, you can call us.
This is Barry Forrest. My family's been taking care of equipment needs of businesses just like yours since 1965. I would love to work for you today.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document system dealer at 1005 G Street in Jonesboro. 932-7852. 932-7852. Call Forrest Office Machines today.
Did you know for the first time in years the percentage of positive drug tests has increased among workers due to increasing use of methamphetamines and marijuana? Employment drug testing is a powerful risk management tool that provides a safer, more productive workplace. It helps decrease employee turnover and absenteeism, reduces employer risk, and lowers workers' compensation incentive rates by reducing the chance of accidents and injury. A drug-free workplace program can ensure that you have a safer, more productive workplace. National MedTest Incorporated is a company who specializes in this field. Give them a call today at 931-1993 and set up a program that's right for you to make your place drug-free. National MedTest Inc., making businesses and schools drug-free.
Bud Schropel back at our NEA broadcast position here in the St. Bernard's Halftime Show. You may be thinking, well, I just heard the coach's interview. Isn't that in the pregame show? Well, difficulties getting on the air tonight, so I wanted to run that at halftime so you could hear the comments of Randy Coleman before we got this thing started. Now we're back for the other part of the St. Bernard's Halftime Show. Going to give you some scores from around the natural state as Jonesboro is leading Marion 1-6 here at halftime. Another game that everybody here is looking at is the El Dorado-Sylvan Hills games. Jonesboro has already beaten El Dorado. Sylvan Hills is tied with Jonesboro atop the 6A East Conference. They're playing at Sylvan Hills tonight. And the last score we got in the second quarter, El Dorado leading Sylvan Hills, but only by one, 16-15. El Dorado wins that one. Boy, it just changes things so much for the next 2 weeks. We have no report on the Marion game tonight, as they are playing on the road. I didn't bring my mouse tonight, so I'm having to manually move this down. I'm not sophisticated enough to have a touchscreen. Marion's playing home tonight against Pine Bluff, and no report on that game yet. But again, El Dorado leading Sylvan Hills by a score of 16-15. Also in the 6A East, I can't get over this. West Memphis trailing Sheridan 6-0. Just really can't believe how far the West Memphis football program has dropped. At halftime, Greenwood leading Benton 28-21. That's at Benton. And at halftime, Salem Springs and Mountain Home tied at 14. Lake Hamilton on top of Van Buren in the second quarter, 21-13. And that's all the scores we have coming in the 6A East. In the 5A, Pulaski Academy leading Little Rock Christian by a bunch, 42-7. Batesville leading Brooklyn 21-0 in the second quarter. Nettleton all over Forest City at half, down in Forest City 29-6. And at halftime at Greene County Tech, Valley View on top, but only by a touchdown, 7-0. Valley View leading Greene County Tech. And Paragould and Wynn, just what you'd expect. Wynn on top of Paragould at half, 44-0. Looking down for some other scores locally, Batesville Southside has a great season going on. They lead Heber Springs at half, 28-0. Highland leading Cave City 12-6. That's at Cave City there at halftime. Just up the road from Cersei, Riverview here in Cersei, trailing Lamar at half, 31-6. That's all the scores. Got a lot that haven't been reported, including that Marion Pine Bluff game. Blytheville, Truman, no report. Jonesboro Westside and Pocahontas, no report. Gosnell Rivercrest, no report. Corning and Palestine Wheatley, no report. No report on the Hoxie Manila scores. As Sylvan Hills is back out, they've added a couple of minutes to halftime, so we'll pause for one more minute when we come back. Second half action with Searcy getting the ball first, trailing Jonesboro 21-6. This is Hurricane Football on the EAB Sports Network. Trailing Jonesboro Sports Network.
You raised your family here, did every July 4th here, refinished the floors here twice, sized up your daughter's boyfriends here, waited in the doorway all day when your son was coming home on leave. This place has given you all you've dreamed of, and now it's giving again in the form of a gourmet kitchen and the quietest dishwasher known to man. Realize your dream with a home equity line of credit from Simmons Bank. Dreams realized. SimmonsBank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
Trust your heart to better care at NEA Baptist. Better access means communication with your award-winning cardiac team anytime, anywhere with the MyChart app. Better technology means leading the state with new treatments and interventions right here in Jonesboro. Better is an integrated team of experts at your service when seconds matter. Your heart deserves better. Find it at NEA Baptist.
This is Keith Baird with the Baird Auto Group. There's nothing that brings our communities together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Baird, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Baird location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
If you're looking for some land you'd like to populate, all real estate, Nate.
Listen, we all know the real estate market is crazy right now, so whether you're buying or selling, you deserve maximum value. You want real market knowledge. You want real negotiating power. You want real results. You need Real Estate Nate. Give me a call. I got you back.
All real estate, Nate.
Call today. Real Estate Nate with Halsey Thrasher Harpole Real Estate Group. 870-261-3927.
Bud Schroepel back at Lions Stadium, ready to go with the second half. Jonesboro leads this series with Cersei since the 2000s, 15-4, but 3 of those 4 losses have come right here at Lions Stadium. Tennyson Roscoe's kick goes to the 5-yard line, getting out to the 20 on a 15-yard, being gang tackled. Sawtell in return. And leading the charge for the Jonesboro cover team was Fred Giles. So Cersei comes out 21-6 down, and the Hurricane defense was done a great job tonight on covering up D.D. Johnson, forcing Jonesboro to throw the ball tonight. Anytime D.D.'s had the ball in his hands, he hasn't gotten much. He comes in averaging over 200 yards a game. He's not even to 100 yet. Knock on wood, he won't get anywhere near that tonight. Here's Tingler. Going to throw it again, looking left, throwing, picked off. That's going to be a pick six in the end zone. Earlier, he gets it again. This one's good, and Jonesboro stretches a lead to 27-6. A 25-yard pick six for Andre Reed. That's turning things around, and how? Tennyson Roscoe's point after is good. Jonesboro stretches the lead to 28-6. That was believe it or not, that was the Kavanaugh Auto Group drive of the night. We'll keep it right here as Andre Reed, second pick of the night, good for 25 yards, and the Hurricane go up 29-6. That was a quick scoring drive, but maybe the knockout punch for the Hurricane. Tingler now seems to be second-guessing himself. Five is at quarterback. That is, I don't have a roster name for number 5, but he is the Wildcat quarterback with the 5 receiver set. He's just going to run the football right up the middle. 29, but that's an 8-yard gain for Eric Wilson. Wow. Markevius Pickett back in the game. He's to the left shoulder. He'll take the handoff. Acepo near the right hash. Throwing, looking, throwing downfield. Has a man. Pointer. Can't catch up to it. A little long for Latrell Brown, a little wide for Kevon Pointer. Incomplete. Pretty good coverage from Cersei. 3rd and 7 for Jonesboro at the 47-yard line of the Hurricane. Up 28-6, 8:13 to go in the third. He's going to roll to the left, looking for a block. He's not going to get it, and he is going to be sacked back at the 40-yard line. That gets the Cersei side excited. Bring up 4th and 14. Here comes the punt team for Jonesboro. And Tennyson Roscoe will step back to his 25. Low snap. Roscoe scoops it up. He'll pop one up. Short wobbly kick that will hit and take a Jonesboro bounce, be fielded by number 5, and he'll return it about 5 yards out to the 43. About a 28-yard kick for Roscoe with a 5-yard return by the mystery man, number 5. Blank spot on the roster. Pressure comes, pass out complete, and all the way across the field. I believe it was Andre Reed having a great night for Jonesboro. It was number 5 out there, I believe, with that catch. Andre Reed, though, with a great tackle. 4th and 7 now, close to 8 for Cersei, and they're stepping up like they're going to go for it. Why not? 5:46 to go in the third. Jonesboro up 28-6. Tingler takes the snap. They're going for it. Loads up, downfield. It is incomplete. Wilson this time comes right, cuts it up in the seam, and got a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Tackled by Wilson Garrido. Acepo again looking for the end zone for Pointer. Caught by Kevon. Touchdown, Jonesboro. He just reached up and took it away from the defender. That's his first touchdown catch of the night. And Jonesboro extends the lead. Pointer running step for step with the defender, just reached over his head and snatched it away. Tennyson Roscoe's point after a 35-6. Jonesboro with the lead. This is Hurricane Football on the EAB Sports Network.
For me, rice farming isn't a profession. It's been my life for more than 30 years. And as owner of Delaplane Seed, I've been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. Every planting season, I'm in the fields right along with you, and we're figuring out how to make sure bushels mean dollars together. From selecting your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery and one-on-one consultation, I'd like to help your rice field see more profit this season. I'm Terry Gray at Delaplane Seed. Call me today at 870-249-3447. Let's talk about your best rice options.
Bud Schropel back at Lions Stadium. Another touchdown pass for Riker Acebo. His second of the night to go along with the pick six and two Markevius Pickett's run. 35-6 Jonesboro on top as Tennyson Roscoe's going to tee it again. 3:18 to go in the third, and Jonesboro with a comfortable 29-point lead. Here's a return by Cersei across the 20-2, maybe the 24. Go spotted at the 23. First down, Cersei. Good special team coverage again for Jonesboro. Here comes the Cersei offense. Maybe their last chance of the night to make this any kind of ball game. Twins to either side. TD Johnson stands to the left shoulder of Tigler. They really can't give it to Johnson now. They really got to throw the football all over the yard. And they hand it to TD Johnson, who finds the seam, but covered up quickly by Andre Reed, who grabbed him from behind and wouldn't let go. He got close to 4 yards, but great job by Reed as he was already beyond Reed, and Reed just reached out. Call it a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6 for Cersei. Tingler again in the gun with trips to the left side, looking that way, throws it out that way, completes it out that way. To about the 32 or 33. They'll spot him at the 30.
Salads, subs, and pastas. And of course, those famous Delta Hot Tamale catering. Lost Pizza with 2 locations in Jonesboro, 906 Southwest Drive, and on Hilltop at 3410 East Johnson. Order at lostpizza.com or download and order through the Lost Pizza app.
Yeah, just came to me as Rusty Acebo was asking me, does that mean we lose JP next week? You will for a half. Ejected in the third quarter of this game, will not be able to play in the next game with Sylvan Hills, and that's a big loss for Jonesboro. Sylvan Hills will try to jump on Jonesboro in the first half next week for sure, as it's now 3rd and 14 for Cersei after the quarterback sack by Jackson Lehman. Now moving from right to left and the right hash. Trips out to the left, single to the right. Dingler rolls out to the left. Gets a good block and throws it downfield, and that's a catch beyond the sticks by Caleb Cunningham on Brett Long, and move the chains for Cersei. 1st and 10. It's a couple of big pass plays on 3rd and long for the Lions, and they keep the drive going. Just underway, 4th quarter, down 35-6. Now the left hash with trips to the right side. Sawtell on the left. There's a pass down the middle, right through the hands of Jackson Lehman into the receiver. Then the ball comes out, and Jonesboro recovers it. At the 17-yard line, fumble on the pass play. Caleb Cunningham cuffed it up and recovered by Andre Reed. I think. It's either Andre Reed or Eric Wilson, both of them getting some high fives on the way to the sideline. Whomever that recovered it, it was a Hurricane, and Jonesboro has the ball. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. Now going for the Mercy Rule punch. Pointer rolls out to the wide left side. 2-3 stay to the right side. One of those is the H-back, now goes into formation. In tight right. That's Ty Ruffin. Acebo hands it off to Markevius Pickett. Looking for a lane, can't find one. Does get positive yards, though, to the 20-yard line. Tate Gibson on the tackle. Right hash. 3 now go in formation left side. 1 stays in tight right. I believe that's Jesse Washington. He goes across the middle. Pass to him. He makes the catch, and he's going to be thrown for a loss. Back to the original start for Jonesboro. The 3rd and 10. Jowers on the tackle for Cersei. 10:34 to go. 3rd and 10 for the Hurricane at their own 17-yard line. Man coverage for the Lions. Hands of Kevon Pointer. You won't see Kevon miss many of those, but that one just bounced off his hands, incomplete, and 3 and out for the Hurricane. Well, he is human, isn't he? He's caught many, many, many more of those than he's missed. Tennyson Roscoe to kick. Here comes Cersei. High, wobbly kick. Bounce fielded right in the hands of Daniel Perry, right at midfield, and that's where Cersei will take it 1st and 10. 33-yard kick, no return. And another great job by Tennyson Roscoe. Not big numbers, but extremely adequate numbers. 3 receivers. Inside about 5 yards of the hash. Going to hand it to D.D. Johnson. He goes forward, and there's a big gain for D.D. as he crosses the 35 to the 33. Move those chains, 1st down, Cersei. He's played the entire game, and what a burst, like he just entered for the first time. That's where he is so dangerous. 1st down, Cersei at the Jonesboro 33-yard line. 9:30 to go. Jonesboro up 35-6. Twins to the left, single to the right. 2 tight ends. Now, actually, it's 3 to the left and 1 to the right, and tight. There's Johnson again, just looking for blockers. Can't find any. He's wrapped up by Will Thayer in the 30-yard line. He still scratched out a couple of yards. 2nd and 8. We got a player down, and that might be D.D. Johnson. So they'll attend to him as we got a break in the action. Jonesboro on top of Cersei 35-6 on the EAB Sports Network.
Hey, it's Brad Bobo, and as the sideline reporter for Red Wolves football, I've had the chance to see firsthand the great work done by the physicians at Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. JOSM doctors have served the athletes at A-State for more than 40 years. Plus, on any Friday night, you can see their physicians on the sidelines at high school games around the area. Whether you're just starting your athletic career or if you're well past your playing days, JOSM can get you back in the game. 870-932-1820. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, excelling in their field so you can excel on yours.
2nd and 8. Ball goes to the new back, who takes it down to the 23. Andre Reed on the tackle for Jonesboro, actually to the 22. It'll be 3rd and 1. Same man gets the carry, and he, second effort, gets the first down. Move the chains. That was Keyshawn Thomas, the back. Now he exits the game, and TD Johnson is back out there to the right shoulder of Clyde Tingler. 1st and 10 from just into the 20-yard line. Here's under pressure Tingler. He gets a good block. Throws Andre Reed in coverage again. And Andre Reed is becoming a headhunter too. He just gets better with every single game. Tell you what, if Andre had a couple of more inches on him, he'd be sought after by all the big boys. Trips come out to the left side. Single to the short right. Ball's on the right hash. TD Johnson to the left shoulder of Tingler. He'll take the handoff. Just trying to pick a spot. He'll get about 4 on the dance and carry before he's finally brought down by Xavier McCray. 3rd, and we'll call it 5 for Cersei at the 16-yard line of Jonesboro. Jonesboro goes man coverage. TD Johnson gets a handoff, and he didn't get anything. Andre Reed, Eric Wilson, Jackson Lehman. Will Thayer on the stop. This great defense from Jonesboro. It's 4th and 5, and no doubt Cersei's going to go for it here. Tingler just kind of fits it into Johnson's chest and holds the football there, trying to decide whether he's going to pull it back or let him have it, and he let him have it, and then Jonesboro let him have it. Tingler on 4th down, looking for the end zone. Can't find a receiver. The pocket flag comes out, throws it downfield, incomplete. Jonesboro will decline the penalty, and they'll take over 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Hurricane again denies Cersei on 4th down. They'll take over on downs. And with 6:46 to go, they'll try once again to make this the 4th consecutive week of mercy rule. Don't forget, after the game, we'll have the Real Estate Nate post-game show where we'll introduce the Jonesboro Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Player of the Game. And at 9:30 tonight, we'll send it back to the studios of the Ticket for the Kavanaugh Auto Group Friday night scoreboard show with Will Oswalt. Right now, Jonesboro 1st and 10 with twins right, single left, H-back left. Run down by number 11. Kenai Lee. 2nd down and a whole bunch for Jonesboro. About 17 yards. I promise you, if Jonesboro gets the ball back, I'm not going to say anything about the mercy rule. I feel like I've jinxed them. Now they send 4 receivers to the right. They triangle them inside the boundary with Ty Ruffin to the boundary. One out to the left, empty backfield for Acepo. Acepo's just going to run it. Crosses the 10 to the 12. 3rd and long for the Hurricane with 5:47 left on the clock. Now they'll set it, not getting in any hurry. H-back goes left side with the single receiver to the boundary. Twins to the right. Jesse Washington to the boundary on the right side. H-Bow looking for a big one down the middle. Incomplete. A diving attempt by Kevon Pointer, but it falls incomplete. And here comes the punt team for Jonesboro. Nice attempt by Kevon. .509 to go, and Hurricane will give it back to Cersei. You got to give Cersei some credit tonight. They have kind of held back the Hurricane high-potent offense. Here comes Cersei again. This time, Roscoe gets a kick away. A fair catch was called for. It's fumbled. And Cersei got it back. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. 30-yard kick, no return for the Lions. Don't forget, next Friday night, back at Cooksey Johns for the final game of the regular season back home against Sylvan Hills. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock, pregame 6:30. Hooten's, the pregame show for Hooten's at 6 to the 19-yard line for Cersei. Tingler again in the gun with Johnson to his right. No receivers flared out on the right side. They give it to Johnson, immediately tackled. Big tackle for, it's like Xavier McCray on the tackle. I mean, he tackled Johnson as soon as he touched the football. Loss of 1, maybe 2, to the 21. Trips to the left, single in tight right, in tight to the line. Pass down, completes to Caleb Cunningham, makes a catch at the 14. Bring up 3rd down for Cersei. Clock moving, 4:20 to go. Third and 5 for the Lions. Tingler again with trips to the left. Johnson coming out of the backfield, gets open on the right side, can't find him, now rolls toward the sideline, throws it in the end zone, wide open touchdown. Wide open, got away. Reed Miles with the touchdown catch. 14 yards, and Cersei on the board again. Ellsberger, point after is good. It's 35-13. Jonesboro on top. This is Hurricane Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue on Johnson at Hilltop and on Main Street across from Jonesboro High School. Now, I'm from Memphis, and I know barbecue, but there are people from Memphis that travel to Jonesboro to sample, taste, and enjoy Demo's Barbecue. No kidding. They come from Memphis, so no need to go anywhere else. Right here, the best barbecue is at Demo's. Any of the ribs, any of the plates, you can enjoy it all at Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue. My mouth is watering.
Back at Lions Stadium, Cersei has scored to get it within 22. It's 35-13. Jonesboro with the lead, retreating for the Hurricane. Looks like Kevon Williams are anticipating an onside attempt by Cersei. They're lining up like that's exactly what they're going to do. You got the hands team out there for Jonesboro, a lot of smaller numbers and leaner bodies. Ellsberger got 6 players on the right side. He's going to roll it that way, and it will be touched by Cersei And they'll go to work for maybe the final time tonight. You should spot it at the 48 or 47 where the Lion player touched it, and that's exactly what they're going to do. "48-yard line of Cersei, 1st and 10, Jonesboro." That's where it hit the Cersei player. Rolled up his leg. Here comes the Hurricane offense. Cersei has 3 timeouts. Jonesboro has 3 that they don't need. Let's say what thing they want to do is stop the clock. Trying to improve to 6-2 on the year and 5-0 in conference play. 2 games to go. From the left hash, Acepo in the gun. Here comes Markevius Pickett this way out of the backfield. Jonesboro just wanders to the line of scrimmage. Twins to either side. Ball on the right hash for Riker Acepo. Not even thinking about throwing it now. Going to hand it to Pickett and let him hold on tight. Here comes the blitz. Pickett goes right of it. Gives it to Pickett. He comes back to the right, leans forward to the 16-yard line, and that will do it. He gets up, everybody gets up, everybody's okay. Hurricane are going to improve to 6-2 on the year, 5-0 in conference play. It'll be the 2nd loss in conference for Cersei. They'll go even at 4-4, and the Hurricane win this one big, 35-13 at Cersei. We'll be back in 3 minutes for the Real Estate Nate postgame show and the announcement of the Jonesboro Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Player of the Game. This is Jonesboro High School football.